I got a new toy. I can adjust this. So now I don't have to use my Lowe's cup. This is what I had been putting my mic stand on, and I'm so excited. This only cost me like $20. It clamps onto my table, and I am super excited about it. No more Lowe's cup. Or, it's not a cup. It's a bucket. No more mini Lowe's bucket. I'm pretty resourceful when I need to be. So that's what I had been using. And now I don't have to worry about knocking it over. And this has a cool little like clamp thing that you tighten, and it's on my table. And I have to tell you guys something that made me really sad. This morning I attempted to do a video while I was driving. That sounds bad if I don't explain it. So let me explain. I put this in my car, and I had it, you know, the little handle when you get in, the poop handle that's like up, not the door handle. I had it tightened on that, and I was all situated, and I hit record, and I drove off, and I was having a conversation with you all, or so I thought, for 20-something minutes, and something was wrong with the sound. I have a feeling one of these, either it wasn't plugged into my phone all the ways, or the other cable that goes to the mic, it was not plugged in. So there's no video to upload. I mean, there's video, but there's no sound. And I am using my phone right now, and I can see the little left, right thing, equalizer thing. I don't know what that thing is called, the thing that goes like this when you talk. That thing. I should really look that stuff up. So then I at least sound like I know what I'm doing. So there's that. And I noticed my eyes are a little red. My eyes are a little bloodshot. Before I realized how late it was, I was watching videos. I was watching, what are they, Reels? No. Are they Reels on Facebook? Or is that just Instagram? I'm really striking out today. So there was this guy, I forget what his name is on there. Let me see if I can pull him up. But he's super positive, and he goes and gives people money. Let me turn this down, just in case. So, what was I watching? I do not even remember what his name is. I just saw it. It's, is there history that I can look at? Can I look in my history? I don't know. I wanted to pull this person up and show you guys, because I get very emotional watching this guy, because it's so awesome what he's doing. And surprisingly, the comments that I looked through, they didn't have anybody that was saying that nice stuff to him. And more times than not, there are people saying like, just doing it for the money. Why are you recording this? And there are a lot of like negative comments. And of course I cannot find this in my feed. I don't know how to go do this. And in the videos that I was watching, nobody was being negative about it. And I should know this guy's name, but I don't. Okay, I think I found it. I had to pause this, so I googled it. And if you go to your Facebook profile and then you click the three dots, you can look at your activity history. And why isn't it pulling up? I want to see it. Oh no. It's hidden. How do we go to this? Uh-oh. It says only I can see it. But I want to go back and watch it. How do I do that? I spoke too soon. I unpaused too soon. So I don't know. Let me see if there's somewhere else I have to go. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't know why I can't go back and see it. I'm sure there's a way. Because I wanted to show you guys this guy. Well, when I remember, then I will pull it up again. But he's so positive, and he gives people a choice. Like, do you want $100 or do you want within the mystery box? And oh, MD Motivator. That's his name, MD Motivator. See, this guy. And I may have been cutting onions while I was watching it, but I love his videos. Like, if you need to feel good, that's some heartfelt goodness to watch. It's so positive, and it not, how can I put it so it doesn't sound bad, but it makes me want to do more. It makes me want to help someone even more. Like, you're thinking like, oh my gosh, you know, I never thought about this. I could help with like this. And I can give you a great example. You see the balloon behind me? This is my daughter's balloon. It says, "Congrats, Smarty Pants." Came from the Dollar Tree, which was actually the $2 tree that day. That's okay, that's not the point. But I like to do things for my child that make her feel like she really matters, like she's seen, and she knows how much I love her. She knows I love her very much, and I would do anything for her. I will always be supportive. I remind her of that. And I tell her, you know, sometimes we're gonna have to have difficult conversations. That's how life is. There's gonna be a time when, you know, we need to discuss something. And I'm trying to raise her so she has a ton of respect for herself, for others, and so she thinks about other people too. So I got her this balloon. She's also still at that age where she's not embarrassed by me yet, so I can do silly things. I've volunteered in her classroom a couple times now, more than a couple times. I've been there a handful of times. I want to be as present as I can and supportive. And for the other kids in the class, that whatever the reason is that maybe their grown-up can't be there for them, I want to be there for them too. And this year, there were a handful of kids that they knew me. And they would come up to me. I would get hugs. You gotta be careful with the hugs. But I noticed that the kids, they hug their teachers too. So at first it was weird because like you're not supposed to hug them. But these kids are running up and hugging me. I'm not gonna push them away. So one, I just kind of patted her on the head. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? My kid, I grab her and squeeze her, all kinds of hugs and stuff. I'm very affectionate with her. And I'm kind of getting off, I'm straying away off my topic. But it's all related. So I do my best to really make sure that she knows how special she is. She's not spoiled. She does know that I won't always be able to get her everything that she wants. She knows that, and she's really good about it too. Like even in the grocery store, oh mommy, I know I probably can't have this time. I'm like, yeah, that's correct, maybe next time. And she's really good about it. I'm so lucky. And I want her to grow up and just be a really great person. I want her to help people. I want her to be kind, to take other people's feelings into consideration. You know, maybe I shouldn't say this like this. Maybe I should reword something. We don't always intentionally say something mean. Sometimes the words come out wrong. We didn't take enough time to think about what we were going to say. And so I'm doing all these things. And I want her to someday do the same for someone else. And I've made some really awesome mom friends. And it's so funny. Some of my daughter's best friends, their moms are the same age as me. I am older. I'm older than the average mom at that school. Gotta readjust my legs like falling asleep. And it's so awesome that I've made some really great friends this year. And we've hung out, us and our kids. And so this one mom friend, I convinced her to wear an inflatable chicken suit. And we both picked up our kids on the last day of school. And all the kids love it. I've done it a couple times. I wore a different chicken suit that covered like my head, my whole head, everything. And that was extremely hot. That was Halloween. And then when they got out for Christmas break or winter break, whatever you call it, I wore an inflatable snowman costume. And then I picked her up in that. So last day of school, I tell my mom friend, hey, I'm picking my daughter up in a chicken suit. Do you want to do it too? And she's cool. Like, we have so much stuff in common. It's awesome that we are friends and that our kids were in the same class. So she says yes. And we have our suits, we're ready to go. And then that morning, I think it was that morning, not the night before, whatever it was, this was last minute. I thought, I need to get a balloon. I need to bring a balloon. And then I thought, no, I need to go get balloons for everyone in her class. And so I told my mom friend, and she went a couple places and they were out of helium. I know, sorry guys if you're against the helium thing, but I love balloons. And I found a store that had them. And yeah, it was a Dollar Tree, and they usually have like a really good selection of stuff. So this balloon that's behind me, they had 17 of them already blown up. But there are, I forget how many kids, 20 something, but I wanted to get extra. So I grabbed all 16 balloons, and the poor guy that was in the Dollar Tree, because I needed more, there were only 2 people working. So I bought those. I shoved them in my car, told my mom friend, and she was like, "You're not gonna fit all those in your car," because she knew I needed a lot more. And I said, "You know what, you're right." I was thinking, do I go quick fly home and come back and get more? And she said, "I'll be there in a couple minutes." She lives really close to me anyways. And I was like, right on. And I was gonna buy them all. I had no issue. It was my crazy idea. I was gonna pay for all of them. She didn't let me pay for all of them. So we kind of did like half and half. And so she gets there, and all of these ones, I had grabbed them. They had more of these to blow up. But I was like, no, I'll go and pick out some other random ones. So I got some red heart balloons. There was one that said, "You're special." There was like a Minnie and Mickey Mouse one. Spider-Man. So we got an assortment of the other ones. And I think altogether we got like 32 balloons, 33, something like that. And then we got one of those little balloons that are on a stick for her teacher. And then we just put a bunch of goodies in a gift bag. And then that was for her. She had a wonderful teacher this year. Absolutely loved this teacher. I love the school. Really great year. So the balloons end up at my house, and we're getting ready. My mom friend comes over, and it's a short walk to get to the school. I always walk to go pick her up or drop her off. And so we're walking down the street in our inflatable chicken costumes with a ton of balloons, like 16, 17, however many we were each carrying. And we get to the school, and my daughter knew that I was gonna dress up as a chicken. And these kids were so excited. And the thing I didn't consider was all the other classes and how all those kids were gonna be asking for a balloon. So sorry guys, I did tell them this is for this person's class, like the teacher's name, and the teacher was out there too, and let them know like this is for my class. And I felt a little guilty. Oh, and I just noticed the red light is right there. That looked weird. Okay, moved it. I think I'm good now. So we handed them out. My daughter's excited. Her friends are so excited. And later, when I was talking to my mom friend about it, I was so thankful that she wanted to do this with me. And it was really special to me because some of these kids, you don't know what they're going home to. You don't know if they're getting enough attention. You don't know if, I don't know, if they never had a balloon. You just don't know. And if I can do something to make other people's day a little bit better, I'm going to do it. And I'm still like emotional from watching the guys' videos. But it meant so much to me to be able to do that. And you know, it was a balloon. And there are always the kids and the grown-ups that come take pictures with me when I'm dressed up. And it is so fun. It's so awesome to see how happy they are. So that was very special. My daughter loved it. I'm so happy that I don't embarrass her yet. I'm sure that time is coming. I'll give it 2 years, tops, 2 more years. But I had to share that with you guys. I totally just rambled on into like all kinds of different stuff right now. But it's so exciting. So if you have the means to make somebody's day a little bit better, do what you can. Sometimes it doesn't take much. Maybe it's just being kind, like thinking more about how can I be more positive to somebody, be more kind to someone else, take other people's feelings into consideration before you do things. And it's awesome. And I hope next school year is just as awesome. I'm going to volunteer as much as I possibly can. It's wonderful to be able to be that involved. I absolutely love it. It's awesome. Oh, can you hear the bird? I need to have a drink of my Gatorade. I have 2 finches. So, I have a lot of hobbies. I have a lot of likes. There are a lot of things that I love to do. Years ago, we used to raise birds. And we had always had them in like big aviaries so they could fly, not a little cage. Right now they're in a smaller cage. They could still fly back and forth, but it's not an aviary outside yet. So those are my Lady Gouldians that you can hear tweeting. I think you can hear them. I'll find out when I upload this. But they're absolutely beautiful and they make me happy. So that could possibly be another source of income. Who knows? I'm really good at it. I'm really good with animals. I'm good with like all the gardening stuff. I'm really good at that stuff. I just don't have a lot of time. But I hope you all enjoyed my story. I like sending you all positivity. It makes me happy. And I hope you all enjoy it. I look forward to the future. I look forward to any chance that I get to be more involved in my daughter's life. And it's so fun. She loves it. And I've asked her, like, do you want me to volunteer? Do you want to see me in your class more? And of course, yeah, mommy. If she had her way, I would be there every day. And I have thought about teaching, being a substitute teacher, being like a teacher's aide, or something like that. I've even thought about working in the cafeteria, something, but sadly that would not pay the bills, so I need to stay put. I would absolutely love that though. It'd be so fun. And a lot of the kids are really good kids, and it would be nice to, you know, share more positivity with them, to be just one more person, to be a positive part of their life. And it's awesome. So who knows what the future holds. She still has quite a few years left of school, but it goes so fast. Even this first year, it's sad. I'm sad that the first year is over because she loves school so much. But the next school year, it'll be here before we know it. And be doing the same stuff all over again. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I help her with her homework. I can't wait until she starts doing projects. like all that crafty stuff. I love the crafty stuff. I love Crazy Hair Day and all that. I get so into it. It's awesome. I love it. So if anybody has kids and they need ideas, oh, I got ideas. And it's kind of funny because sometimes other people have the same idea. Like I did top ramen hair, or sorry, not top ramen, cup of noodles hair, which I got a cup of noodles thing and I took the noodles out, and then I had made a bun on her head, and then I put her hair through there. I put chopsticks in there, and then I had like a little packet of Tapatio hot sauce, those little single ones, and I kind of put it so it looked like as if somebody was dumping it in there. But that was really cool. People loved it. I love doing that stuff. It's so fun. So there's that. I'm not sure what else I want to talk about tonight. I was gonna do something with these little cups that I got. I got these. But I don't know yet. I was thinking something with these in pennies, since that's a big thing that pennies are going away. My bird is really vocal back there. And then you can stack them. You're going to see them in a minute. Look, you can stack them. So, I don't know. Oh, I almost dropped them all. Make kind of loud. I wonder if I could put like a string through there so that they stay together but they only come out so much. I should mess with these. And these are kind of interesting because see how it's a 1, there's 1 hole. The 2 has 2 holes. The 3 has 3 holes. And you get the point. When I bought them, I didn't think that there were holes in them. But that's kind of cool. Probably bring these to the beach. Make sandcastles. Well, thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to my stories and checking out that MD Motivator guy. I love watching him. I'll probably watch some more. I love him on Facebook. I love Mr. Beast on YouTube. I love that stuff. Both of those people definitely bring some tears. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. I will see you later. Good night, good night, good night. Bye-bye.